Hey everyone, welcome back. This is episode 11 of Tilted PodQuest. I'm your host, Paul Michael, joined as always by Alex.
Happy late Halloweens, everyone.
Yep. Oh, yeah, this will publish after Halloween, right?
Last week we couldn't do podcast because we had a 5K run and a pinball tournament, so we were aching and we just rested up for the pinball tournament, which was very long.
Yeah, so our Sunday, that Sunday was real early. I had to wake up at like 6:30, I think, and the name of the run was Jeepers Creepers. It was over in Santa Clarita, which is where we are, and it was it was only like $70, right? So I was glad that I was able to turn in a 23 minute and 23:18 time for the 5K, which was good enough for fifth place overall and first place for my age group. They segmented you off, right? So my age group would be 30 to 39, and for that I was first by like 2 minutes. So I'm pretty pleased with how that went.
Yeah, and I think if you did 10K, you probably also be coming in first or second.
Yeah, well, going by the times that are posted from previous years and stuff, which is kind of what I did for this one, is it also looks like it'd be pretty good because I'm doing like 48 minutes for my 10K, which is pretty good.
Yeah, I need to train up for the 5K. It was my first 5K event as well. I haven't ran since high school, so that's that's like a huge gap, maybe 12 years, 12 years gap. Because I during high school I kind of injured my knee, and so I do more of a jogging, but I haven't jogged in 10 years or so. But I do go gym and do like a fast paced walking on a treadmill. But to walk at 3.5 miles, it's like 17 minutes per mile.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good and bad. This is good and bad at the same time. So I average 44 minutes. I was last place in my age group, but it just gets me more motivated to start waking up at 5:30 in the morning, do a light jog. I don't like running in the cold because when you breathe in cold air, your entire bone starts to hurt a lot more. But I don't think that's a problem for you.
Yeah, no, that's not a problem for me. I mean, in high school I did cross country and track and field, and the cross country one, well, both actually. We had to wake up at like 5:30 in the morning to make it to high school. For me, in my case, since it was so early, I just had to. I guess I didn't have a ride, so I had to bike up and over the hill. So I'm already biking like a 5K to get into school and then go running because they want you, showered and changed by the time the bell rings at like 8:30 or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
So yeah. So probably starting tomorrow, I'll be waking up at 5:30, start training. So I'll just do like a fast walk from my house to the pool, which is I'm not sure how far that is. So I'm gonna probably time myself. But next run, I think it probably be in Christmas. I'm trying to get at least under 35 minutes. Is my goal.
So the same day after the 5K, we then went to pinball finals for season 11, and I mean, we did okay. Neither of us came out on on the podium, unfortunately, this year or this season. Unlike 4 seasons ago,
yeah,
I think is when I got second place, and that was cool. But not such luck this time.
Yeah, there were less people this year than this league than last league. But
Yeah,
I think there's gonna be another small tournament league coming up soon for the end of this year. So I'm pretty sure there's gonna be even less people. But we'll
yeah,
see. I do want to try and get to at least top 5.
yeah. The smaller the tournament, I think the better our odds.
Yeah, they're really great players. I think most of everyone scores like 1 or 2 points apart from all of each other.
Well, that was one thing that even the owner is a little biased, I'm sure, but like he called to attention just how close everybody was, and it was true. Like all of the groups were pretty evenly matched, and it was really anybody's game up until a couple mistakes and whether or not you can take advantage of it. And like in my case, because I made it to finals.
Yeah.
Meaning I was in the top 8, and I ended up finishing 7th, unfortunately. But I forgot. So like we was on Godzilla, and on the Godzilla table, it has a really long ball save.
Yeah.
And like it's so long, I'm not used to having that much time to have another like a second chance. So I lost one ball because like even my opponent pointed out. He's like, no, it's you still have and I missed it because like I guess it just like it showed me like I just have to pay more attention when once you think it's done, just wait until you actually see it say end ball or whatever.
Yeah, I think I did a lot better when I did more of the nudging. So, because I need to put more nudging in. I usually don't do that, but I've been doing a bit more lately, and it does help a bit. But the problem is I have a slower reaction. It's not like video games where video games you know when to expect like enemies or something, and then you can quickly react fast, like about at least a second or two faster than the enemy itself, like NPCs against other players. It depends on your hardware, but otherwise you can kind of anticipate when they shoot you and all that stuff. But in pinball, that's where your reaction is like a split second. Like the ball can quickly drain if you're not aware of like where the balls are gonna be moving to, especially when the balls are kind of moving fast. That's why you're supposed to slow down the game, is what I heard everyone saying. Slow down the game.
Well, that's why you see them always trying to catch the ball.
That's the other part is it's the risk factor, because when you catch the ball, you can also screw up and then drain the ball.
Yeah, so, catching is hard. It's also catching is harder to do than you think, and like I play a lot on my phone, right? So I'm used to the physics on the phone, and the phone is always pretending like it's ideal conditions.
Yeah.
Right. The flipper is always gonna go up at exactly the same speed, so it's really easy to think, oh, I'm really good at catching on this game, and then you go to play it in real life, and it's actually harder to do because of those things, because of the imperfections.
Yeah, sometimes like the flipper strength, it's not always there. Like when you
flip it because it's in reality, it's got a little servo motor in there that has to wind up and actually physically move the thing. So
yeah, and some of the machines are either mainly abused by a lot of people slapping and stuff,
right.
Or it's very, very old.
Yeah, or it's old. Yeah,
and it, like even then when we play Metallica too, like it was the
hammer.
The hammer too, yeah, it got stuck, and it was a brand new game, and it's just one of those things.
I got screwed by that hammer at least a couple times.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you don't really expect those type of things in real life, and like I said, it's a make every little thing matters. So we'll see for the next league, but I'm hoping we'll be in top 8 again. That's what my goal is.
Yeah, I mean overall, I was happy with my finish, I guess. At least I made the finals. But okay, moving on to games that we've been playing or that we're excited to talk about. You're up first, Alex, with Slots and Dagger.
Yeah, so I got a review key for Slots and Dagger. Apparently, the developer gave me the key. I sent him an email saying that I'm really interested because we played you played Clover Pit, and I played Clover Pit, and then was that Buckshot Roulette too, and I love those type of games.
Yeah, it's gambling. Gambling's great.
And so he released a game today, and he said, "Oh, sorry, I forgot to give you the review key, but here you go. Any review is good because it's a one developer. So the game is pretty simple. It's a slot machine type game where enemies pop up, and you get 3 out of the 5 boxes, and you can unlock it by getting coins and buying them as a modifier, or you unlock them in the game inside the game where you pay 50 coins. Types of weapons, you get shields, daggers, hammers, but they do magic or physical damage. And same thing as a slot machine. If you get 3 in a row, you do a critical and blah blah blah. Sort of things you can mix and match if you're lucky, and you earn coins. The faster you defeat the enemies, the more you earn. And those coins you can upgrade your weapons, or you can buy new weapons, perks that can help you with modifiers as well. And it's overall it's a fun game. I got 3 hours into it, and I enjoyed it. Every so often I come back. But it's a roguelike. It's a luck-based game too. You always have to pick 3 items. You can't pick 2 to up your odds against the game. But it's a pretty fun game. It's challenging. And if you play Clover Pit, guys, I believe you'll love this game too. It's not more difficult, I would say, but there's a lot of customization, I would say. A bit of customization. But less, it's more simplified. I would just say that.
Okay. Yeah, well, definitely sounds interesting. I haven't actually seen it. So when does it come out?
It's out today, so it's already out. Yeah, I think it's out like 2 days ago, give or take. It's a retro pixelated game. almost like how should I say, like Paper Mario back in the days.
Yeah. Okay.
Not Paper Mario, sorry. Yeah, just regular Nintendo 64 Mario. Sorry about
Oh.
that. Yeah. The style's pretty cool. It's pretty catchy. Like I said, straightforward. I love the game. It's like I said, you only need to spend 10-15 minutes. You don't have to spend your whole time there. And yeah, it's play once, twice, come back whenever you want.
Cool. Well, I've been playing No Man's Sky. There is yet another. It was the Voyagers update recently came out that lets you build your own ship, which is like a almost like Legos. You just stack pieces together and stuff. And anyway, there's a lot of crazy creations already out there. Like people are remaking like Star Trek ships and Star Wars ships and everything in between. And it's been fun. But they already now have really just released a breach expedition, which only gives you like 3 weeks, which means there's not a whole lot of time. I gotta start waking up earlier, I guess, to play this, because yeah, that's all I've been playing lately. But anyway, we also saw that there were some layoffs in Ubisoft's corner. Bring this up. So it was a subsidiary of Ubisoft called Red Lynx. They made the Trials video games. They were it's a team of about 60 people. Anyway, they were given a soft layoff, which is essentially the company was told, hey, kind of what the government did actually earlier this year, where they say that your option right now is to either take a sum of, some lump sum of money in lieu of employment, or face layoffs in a couple months.
Yeah, I think they call it financial package.
Severance, right?
Severance package, but they want to say financial package, so they don't want to seem like the bad guy. Because severance is also like a harsh word, just like saying we're kind of severing you for the company, laying off. Literally, they don't want to use layoff. It's a bad look right now. Right. So Ubisoft is giving the developer a choice to kind of look for different avenues or a career change is what they're trying to say.
That's right. They had a special term for it, right?
Yeah, so they have a special term for it, but they want to literally offer them a few days or a few weeks of finding another job, and providing them with some financial support in order for them to look for those new jobs.
Yeah, here it is. It says the company used euphemisms like, as a part of our ongoing evolution to strengthen our roadmap, to describe a plan that introduces a, quote, voluntary career transition program.
Yeah, so essentially they're saying, how about you lay yourself off and we will help you with that.
We'll pay you for a couple of months worth of salary now while you try to get back on your feet and land another job. Either that, or we lay you off anyway and you don't get any of that support. So kind of like a deal you can't refuse, right?
Yeah, I mean the deal is you get the severance package, or the other deal is unemployment, because if they fire you, you are qualified for unemployment.
That's
but
true.
If you don't get fired and you voluntarily quit, which is the voluntary career transition, you don't get unemployment benefits. So it's pro versus con, lesser of two evils.
Not to mention, and I'm not saying that this is what Ubisoft is doing, but there's also the kind of implicit threat in that, if you don't take this, well, we're going to look for any excuse we can to fire you before the layoffs that we have to do. That way, because, if they can find any small reason to let you off with cause, they'll absolutely do that instead.
United States is fire.
You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah. Is it fire at will or something? Or
it's an at-will employment.
Yeah, so at-will employment, but if the employees are in EU, Ubisoft have to follow EU regulations.
Yeah, which they actually have some teeth there.
So
good to see.
So it kind of sucks for employees in the United States. People in EU, I'm not sure if EU outsourced to EU, but if they do, just know that you have a bit more leeway than United States employees.
Yep, but I'm sad to see that it's Red Lynx, because I actually have in my collection a coffee mug that I got from the Ubisoft San Francisco office when they were previewing Trials Rising, I think it was. And anyway, they at the end of our session, they had I think 4 different media players all in one match, and they gave us prizes based on when we placed or whatever. I think I got placed second or third. Anyway, the prize for that was a coffee cup. So I have it here, and their motto was drink coffee, make games. That's it.
Yep, that's a simple model.
So hopefully they're not done for good, but it kind of looks like it, unfortunately.
Yeah. We'll try to follow up on the news. I believe they're having a talk on October 30th, so we'll probably hear it before this podcast gets released.
Yep. All right, and moving on. I guess Alex declared this, and I was, I guess, shocked at first, but then I kind of thought, I was like, I guess it's true. It says the console war is over.
Yeah, so there's a headline. People saying the console war is over. Xbox consoles have been pulled out of many stores already so far. I think the nearest Walmart we had don't even have any Xbox. And I try to look. I saw Nintendo and PS5, and that's about it.
Yeah, and of course those two platforms aren't really at war with each other. Right? They're completely different segments of the gaming population. But it was always PlayStation versus Xbox, at least for the past decade and a half.
Yeah. And I don't know what's going on with Xbox, and we mentioned it earlier, like you're saying anything can be an Xbox, but
yeah, Microsoft's priorities have shifted. I mean, they're really focused on AI first of all, like every other big major tech corporation, but their gaming division specifically is now about spreading Xbox everywhere on all the devices at all the times. Like, they announced Halo Campaign Evolved, which is launching not only on the Xbox Series and Steam, but also the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, and I'm glad Halo's coming to the PS5. So now we know, they usually kind of like gatekeep Halo 5 to the Xbox.
Well, Halo has pretty much just been on Xbox, and I think they ported it to Mac, but that was pretty recently.
Yeah, but even then, with the new latest ROG Ally partnering with Xbox, people are saying that it's not an Xbox type handheld console. It's just literally you playing a game onto their server. So it's like a cloud service type thing.
Right.
So you're just playing on the cloud of their whatever their server is. So you don't own the game. You pay the subscription to play on their server, and literally that's the license. That's all you pay for. So you just basically paying $1,000 for an ROG Windows 11 OS
so like
component with
like a PlayStation Portal.
Yeah, almost like a PlayStation Portal, just like on PC. Just rather spend $1,000 on a PC at that point because you're like almost like halfway there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but it shows that they're trying to get on pretty much anything.
Yeah, so kind of sad that's happening. I do want Xbox to be consoles to be on Source and stuff because that gives competition to PS5. Because with competition, it's always good.
Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, Sony and Nintendo aren't really fighting each other, so there's not much incentive for any sort of real competition to go on. But maybe there will be, but I don't see it happening.
I highly doubt it because Square Enix, sorry, not Square Enix, Sony is technically Japan, right?
Yeah, no, Sony and Nintendo are both Japanese companies. Yeah,
Japanese companies. So I maybe there will be like some legal issues here and there, but not to the extent like whereas Power and versus Pokemon. But I don't know what's going on. It may not be over yet, but we will keep an eye out on it. However, console versus PC, that's a whole different story. I've been always a PC master race, but I do like consoles from time to time because I just rather sit on my couch and play on a big TV. But that's my opinion. But most times I play like FPS games, shooter games on my PC because you have a bit more better control on aiming and stuff. I don't like the aim assist.
Aiming is night and day between console and PC.
Yeah. Apparently not for the younger generation because they are really good on Xbox controller because our little brothers, they would destroy people in Fortnite, and I can't keep up with that.
I mean, if you grow up on auto aim, then you know nothing else.
Yeah.
Or aim assist, whatever they call it. But yeah, we're coming up on the 20-minute mark, so.
I don't think I have anything else to talk about in the gaming news related. I know November is coming up soon. We're slowing down. There's not new games coming out. Tokyo Game Show is already done. GameCom's done too. I don't know if there's anything else. Maybe a few anime conventions, but even then, it's not until like next year. So
Yep. So we might slow the pace of recordings here for probably till the end of the year.
yeah, but otherwise, the only thing we can mention is hardware reviews. We are gonna get some hardware to review. I believe we're getting Sensound test hardware earbuds.
Yeah, but that's for beta testing.
Beta testing. So we get the chance to saw the demo at PAX West earlier. We talked to Devin and David a bit about it, and then they mentioned that this is a newer version of it, an updated newer version. So we'll let you guys know how it is and see if you go. If we highly recommend to you guys, but till then, anything else, Paul Michael?
No, I think that's it. Thanks for listening, and see you in a couple weeks.